and welcome to Facts About Finn. This will be Finn's weekly updates, possibly going to monthly updates or further. Really excited. We did an All About Ollie with Ollie, and it was really fun to kind of keep updated with all of his, stats and all that. And so this time we're doing Facts About Finn. So as you guys may know, he was born on October 24th at 1:08 p.m. He was born at 9 pounds. Big baby at 19 and a half inches long. He is now 9 pounds and 11 ounces, and he is almost 21 inches long. He's 20 and 3/4 inches. He is in the 95th percentile for almost all of everything, and so this is definitely different. Ollie has always been in the 10th percentile, always 25% and lower. I think he's pretty much always been. So it's interesting to have a baby that's now in the 95th percentile for everything, but it doesn't mean he'll stay that way. He may start to, slow down on his weight and stuff, but who knows? Finn is so far a very happy baby. He seems to be pretty relatively easy for a newborn. He likes to nurse a lot, which actually makes me really happy. Ollie was kind of the type of baby that nursed for maybe 5 minutes every once in a while, and he was just, I guess you could say, very efficient. And Finn enjoys nursing, and I like that. I feel like it's a great bonding experience for us, and I feel like he, is really, getting what he needs to, whereas I was always just constantly worried with Ollie, although he gained and pooped and peed as much as he was supposed to. But yeah, it's kind of nice having a baby that actually enjoys nursing and can nurse for quite a while if I let him. He actually does sleep pretty dang well. For the first week I was a little worried, like, oh my goodness, this baby wants to nurse every 5 minutes and he's never gonna sleep, and it was a little rough. But since then, especially this last week that we just did, he has done great. He's been sleeping a good 4 to 5 hours at a time in the first stretch of the night. So sometimes he'll sleep from 9 to 1, and that is great. I just feel like that is a great start to, furthering his sleep. But I'm usually awake during most of those hours because I tend to be a night owl, because Ollie goes to bed and then Finn goes to bed, and I'm like, oh, no kids, I'm gonna watch TV and veg out with Brian and just hang out. So I tend to go to bed pretty late, and then I end up losing all the sleep that I could have got if I had just gone to bed when he went to bed. But he actually has been doing even better since then. So he'll sleep from maybe 9 to 1, he'll nurse, and then he might even sleep for 3 hours after that. And then right around 4 a.m. he tends to not want to sleep any longer, or he doesn't want to sleep in his co-sleeper. He wants to sleep in my arms or on my chest. And so that's the only tough part, but he has been really good to sleep in his co-sleeper next to us on his back, which was always a problem with Ollie. He always wanted to sleep in a more reclined position, sort of like in the rock and play. But he's been really good to sleep on his back, and I am really, really happy with that, because I love that he can lay next to me safely in the co-sleeper, and he's easy to grab, he's in arm's reach, and it's really nice. So we do have a couple of issues that I want to talk about. He is seeing both a cardiologist and a urologist. The cardiologist is for his heart, and we've kind of talked about this in my bump dates, but when we went to his anatomy scan, they found that his aortic valve was slightly larger, just like Ollie was diagnosed with at his anatomy scan as well. And after he was born, they did check him, and they noticed that it was still slightly larger, and then they wanted to order an echo to have him checked once again with a cardiologist, like an official cardiologist. And after a lot of problems and stuff, we did finally get in for an echo, but I haven't seen a cardiologist yet, so I'm still waiting on the results from that. My guess is that he's gonna be like, yep, it's still dilated. We probably should just keep an eye on it, making sure that it doesn't get larger or something else doesn't go wrong to where he might need further intervention. But I'm guessing we'll probably just continue to keep an eye on it and make sure that there's no other issues, which leads to Ollie. We will also be keeping an eye on him, because even though they did pass him when he was born, that saying that it was fine, nothing to worry about. They still said it was slightly on the larger side, and since we now have another son who has the exact same thing, we'll be keeping it. So they both actually have an appointment in a couple days where we will talk with a cardiologist and hopefully get some more answers. As far as the urologist, we have not seen one yet. They did do a ultrasound on his kidneys after he was born, and the right side still shows that it is slightly larger. They actually rate the kidney problems between a scale of like 0 to 5, and he's on a 2, which means he's definitely on the lower end. So it's not like a huge issue at this point, but again, we are going to see a urologist to get another ultrasound and kind of just keep an eye on it. Most likely this will reverse itself. It is more common in boys and actually does seem to be, you know, something that they see quite often, whereas the heart thing they don't really see that often. So I'm really looking forward to getting the urologist stuff taken care of, just because he actually is on an antibiotic. Every night we give him a little medicine, and I hate it. I hate giving it to him. He hates it. He just gets this yucky face, and I just hate having to give my newborn medicine, especially when it's actually just for precautionary. He doesn't have any issues, but they are just trying to make sure that he doesn't end up with like a kidney infection or a urinary tract infection, which he tends to be more prone to if they have this issue. So I'm definitely looking forward to that reversing itself and fixing itself, because I do not like giving him medicine. As far as Finn's little features, he is such a cute little baby. He has brown hair. It's very light. I'm guessing it'll end up probably falling out, and my guess is that it will turn blonde just like Ollie. He does have a stork bite type of mark on his forehead right between his eyes. It could also be considered a angel bite or something like that. Usually this is something that ends up going away with time. So that's kind of cute to have for now. Hi. He actually still has his umbilical cord, which I think is funny because Ollie's fell off at 5 days old, and he is now 2 weeks old and still has the umbilical cord, which is a bummer because giving him a bath is such a pain. I love to give my babies baths. I just think that it's calming and quiet and just very nice, especially if they enjoy it, which he does. But you can't really give them a full bath, a really warm, nice, comfortable bath, because they can't get their belly button wet. And so I'm really hoping that that falls off really soon. Alright guys, that is it for facts about Finn. This is his 2-week update. I can't believe this guy is 2 weeks old. He just fits so perfectly with us. Ollie loves him. And they're definitely, you know, still getting to know each other, which is kind of fun. I am actually going to do a 2-week postpartum video next, so hopefully that'll be up really soon on my channel as well. Be on the lookout because I do talk a lot about my birth, where is my birth story and why have I not put it up. Just some interesting things that I have to talk about, so be on the lookout for that. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, enjoyed my little Finn. You did really good for your first little update. Yes, you did. Alright guys, we will see you guys in my next video. Bye!